Guys, kumusta? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon sa inyong lahat, no? Kung ano bang oras na napanood ng video ito. My name is Nelmer and I'm property custodian of East Inhofe Matters. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 3 common struggles most homeowners face when renting out their property and how can they avoid them. Alright, but before we start to this video, I would like to invite everyone to please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell so that you will be updated once we release a new video. Thank you guys. Disclaimer lang guys, no? All of the things that nasasabihin ko dito sa video to is solely based on my experience as property manager. So I don't wanna misinform everyone, and I hope that this video can help you in the future. No? So yeah, what are the 3 common struggles most homeowners face uh, when renting out the property, and how can they avoid them? All right, let's go. So most homeowners face late payments or non-payment tenants, or yung tenants na bigla-bigla na lang umalis doon sa premises without settling their dues, no? And alam mo yun, pagpapalis ng tenant is very time consuming and ang hirap na once yung tenant mo is nasa loob na ng premises mo, ang hirap na yung palisin. Okay? So, paano ba natin ma-avoid ang mga ganitong instances? So, first, before anything else, you must, qualify and screen your tenants. Okay? So, you must know them. Sabi nga, don't talk to strangers. Diba? Ano may kasabihan tayong gano'n. And kaya nga tayo sa pagbo-boyfriend or girlfriend, mayroon tayong tinatawag na legal stage, 'di ba? Doon mo makikilala yung magiging future partner mo. Makikilala mo anong gusto niya, anong hindi niya gusto, yung personalities niya. Okay, sa pagdating naman ng renting naman, hindi naman ganoon ka-komplikado. So we just need to know their capabilities as tenants. Kaya ba nilang mag-rent doon sa property mo, no? Kaya ba nilang bayaran yung monthly rentals, no? And are they responsible enough as your tenant, 'di ba? So hingin natin yung kanilang proof of employment and some IDs, government IDs. Okay? So yan is okay na yan, mga basic stuff. And then next na gagawin natin is we must ask for advance and deposit. So sa amin guys, yung terms na hinihingi namin sa mga tenants namin is 2 months advance and 2 months deposit plus post-dated checks para to cover the remaining monthly rentals. So that way, ma-avoid namin yung delayed ng payments or non-paying, no? Kasi merong responsibility sila, hindi lang sa amin, kundi sa bank na rin, na kinukuha na nila doon ng checking account nila. Kasi kapag they are or nakalagtaan nilang mag-deposit doon sa checking account nila, meron silang charges na maano sa bangko. So that way, ma-make sure mo talaga na yung tenant mo is responsible enough. Okay? And third is dapat magamit tayo ng lease agreement or lease contract. Okay? And this lease contract, guys, must be authorized. Although hindi naman siya required na authorize yung kontrata, but when it comes kasi sa mga legal disputes na kailangan mo, mas mabigat yung laban mo kapag notaryado yung contract. Okay? Okay, so may mga tenants talaga na medyo pabaya, no? Some tenants na hindi talaga nila pinamintain yung bahay or yung units na pinaparentahan sa kanila, no? And this can lead to major repairs sa party owner. Kasi of course, this is a rental properties we're talking about, so dapat tenantable condition siya kapag parentahan ulit natin siya sa next tenant, 'di ba? So how can we avoid this kind of situation? So before natin pa-move in or pa-move out si tenants from the premises, no, we must conduct a punch listing. Okay, so ano ba yung punch listing na to? Ito yung mga mag-inspection tayo sa kabuuan ng unit, anong meron sa unit. We must document everything, uh, document everything with photos, and then after that, papirmahan mo sa kay tenant. That way, responsible sila kung ano ba yung masisira doon or ano man yung hindi or dapat nilang gawin doon sa unit. 'Di ba? So, yeah, yun. Mag-punch listing tayo before moving in and moving out ni tenant. Next na gagawin natin is dapat doon sa kontrata may clause doon na naka-indicate yung maintenance and repairs. So, that way kapag nabasa yun ni tenants, alam na nila yung responsibility nila as someone who is renting your property, no? Alam nila yung responsibility na, alam nila ko yung anong dapat na maintenance na gagawin nila doon sa unit mo, 'di ba? So 'yan, dapat naka-indicate yung maintenance and repairs doon sa kontrata. Alright? Okay, so many landlords or homeowners hindi sila clear on BIR registration. Kasi yung mga rental income, guys, is taxable siya. So, dapat yung mga rental income natin is registered siya sa BIR just to avoid fines na rin. Diba? Okay? So, and then, dapat alam din natin yung eviction process. Kaya para kung sakali man may mangyayaring hindi maganda, no? Alam natin kung paano yung solusyonan. So, mostly mga basics na processes magsimula yan sa barangay. Mas mabilis siya and mas mura. Okay? And para mas convenient pa sa mga homeowners natin, dapat mag-consult tayo ng mga local brokers or attorneys. Okay? Para naman, especially kapag nandito kayo nagpaparenta sa Metro Manila, medyo iba yung kalakaran ng renting dito. So yeah, you must have your own broker, di ba? Para siya na yung mag-process lahat. And speaking of broker, we are a brokerage company and we can definitely help you with the regards kapag meron kayong pinaparentahan na property dito sa Metro Manila. Just contact us. Alright? Just contact us, guys, and we'll be more than happy to help you. So yun lang, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope meron kayong natutunan in this video. No? If you have any questions, just comment down below, or you have any suggestions, comment na lang. Alright, get this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice holiday. Alright, bye-bye.